I just need to say off the bat, right here, right now, that just to get this out of the way, I can't believe that Friendship is Magic not only had I can't believe Friendship is Magic stopped its episode halfway through to bring itself a Game of Thrones AU, and on top of that, I also can't believe the fact that Rainbow Dash, that there was a point in this episode where they're being chased by the killer mosquitoes, and Rainbow Dash thought it was a good idea to seal the cave with rocks to protect it from the mean mosquitoes.
Hey, she wanted to rock it.
Oh, and not only that, Rainbow Dash's story was like 300, but the Air Force. So it was kind of it was like if Leonidas was. It'd be like if Gerard Butler was the star of Top Gun instead of Tom Cruise. And I'm pretty sure there's an Inuyasha reference or two in that one in the rarities. But this episode visually was awesome, and we said in the last episode how there was a bunch of callbacks. The first 5 minutes of this episode, they referenced Sleepless in Ponyville like 5 times, no, like 6 times.
I was just like, yes. And I'm thinking, wait a second. This is 4 seasons later. Why is Scootaloo still so scared?
Well, you have to figure that's probably the only time she went camping. Between that, so wait a minute. So has it been another year?
I don't know. Might be.
What the?
This show has been is 2 years old in its continuity.
What the? The show makes no sense. So that's the issue I have with the show. It's not the weird, crazy characters, none of that. No, it's the timeline. It's got the same problem Kingdom Hearts does. Everything else is awesome, but the timeline's all over the damn place.
Same thing as Zelda. And it's funny. I remember
and Persona.
I remember the Josh Coach review of Discord, and it's like, geez, My Little Pony has about as much continuity problems as The Legend of Zelda. And then officials all the time, like, scratch that. More inconsistencies than Zelda.
Oh my god. So they Scootaloo, I would understand Scootaloo's plight if it was more at night, but this whole episode takes place in the daytime. I get it, she's more afraid of the cave when she sees it, but I get what you mean, some people just get scared of the woods. The only reason why that's if you think about it, she wasn't. I feel like
it could be like one of those. It could be like a trigger for her, almost.
Well, if you think about it, she wasn't really scared of the forest and Sleepless in Ponyville until Rainbow Dash told the scary story, because she's been in the forest several times. Their treehouse is kind of in the forest, so I guess maybe they were just in a familiar spot from the episode. I don't know.
I'll say this. I love that Rainbow Dash just pulls that off with casual indifference. Like, yeah, you're scared, but it don't bother me none. I'm just happy you're here with me.
Yeah, dude, I loved how Rarity, Dash, and Jack were written in this episode, especially Rarity. It's like one of the best ways I've seen Rarity, because she does the whole "beauty is everywhere, darling." It's like, breathe in, darling. So
yeah, I've been seeing that. There was one.
DWK's Twitter is amazing.
The best thing though is there was a point. There was like a meme that came out of what was that of Ponyville Confidential, where she's looking at the newspaper looking like Tommy Lee Jones, and it's like that was close. I almost gave a fuck.
Oh man. So the episode starts out, like we said, Scootaloo's like totes stoked to the place, but she goes into full for the Krusty Krab mode and powers through it. Then a bunch of douchebag mosquitoes show up, and
was it just me, or did those not look like the Thunder Blights or whatever from the Apple Bloom cutie mark episode thing.
They look like a bunch of assholes. Seriously, I hate mosquitoes. So, but yeah, they actually kind of did. So Rainbow is so they're setting up camp, and they're like, and then all the mosquitoes show up, and then they're like, "Yo, run for the hills, run for your life."
Yes, you did make that reference.
And so you gotta do the drum fill. So they run into the cave, and then they're like, it's cool. We'll wait till this storm passes, and in the meantime, we will tell our favorite fairy tales for... I don't know why they decided to tell fairy tales, but...
our favorite Disney movies.
Yeah, I'm talking about my favorite Disney movies. There's Mulan, there's Rest Planes, and How to Train Your Dragon, How to Train Your Kung Fu Panda, and I need to say this right now. I don't know which one I liked the most. I really liked all the voice acting in these parts, because these are bit parts because they're playing fictional they're playing mythical characters in this fictional mythical world, and I don't know, the voice acting is just great.
Mythos.
What?
So mythos of mythos.
What did I say?
No, you're saying that it was a mythological world.
My bad. Yeah, it's mythos squared, and to further the fantastical fantasy theorem, which is fiction squared over suspension of disbelief squared equals fairy tale squared, is I really liked Applejacks. That's what I'm trying to get to, because it's the story of like I said, they interrupt Game of Thrones to bring you Applejack's fan fiction of Tyrion Lannister growing taller, because so apparently these guys, even though they're Vikings, apparently they live right by Mount Vesuvius, and they're Pompeii.
Yes, and I was thinking the same thing. Like, oh my gosh, it's Vesuvius. And the only reason I knew Vesuvius for the longest time was because my band did a song called Vesuvius.
Was it hot?
I played the that thing where the wood clicker thing.
Oh, the little stick. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's like da 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 dee, da 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 da.
I thought you were doing the song. That
is the best thing that ever came out of the Muppets. I swear.
So Applejack essentially, the point of her story is, look, just because you're weak and frail, one day you'll become brave, and then you'll grow big and strong and look like everyone else. Completely getting rid of
like the male version of Wonder Woman.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So Pony Trevor over here is like, or Colt Prince, whatever, is he's a scrawny guy. He wants to be one of the guys. He wants to be able to crack open cold ones on Saturdays with the boys, and they're just like, sorry man, you're kind of too much of a puss, but we keep you around because you're a nice kid and you shine all of our hooves. And then the volcano erupts, and then the big guys are like, yo, F this S, I am out of here. I'm a GT the FO. And the dude's like, okay, I'm going to dig my own grave. I mean, I'm going to dig a trench, and we're going to WW2 this crap. And this is the Pacific Theater, and I'm the Allied Powers. Sweet! And damn throat. So to divert the lava, and I love how Apple Bloom straight up like, wait a minute, that wouldn't work. That won't work, and Applejack's just kind of no. Apple Bloom was into it. Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo,
Apple Bloom were just like, "Oh, this is my favorite part.
This is my favorite part." And so he grows big and strong like Samson Heracles or whatever, and dilutes the the lava into the water, thereby creating a new island continent. And there's a Kingdom Hearts joke in there somewhere. And yeah, and then he's a big old tough guy. All the chicks are like, "Oh my God, you're so hot! Thanks for saving our lives." And the dudes are like, "Bro, I'm not gay or nothing, but you're looking kind of good right now, man. You want to like go work out, bro?" And yeah,
now you're reminding me of that short-lived meme of Brosen. Bros who like Frozen. It's like, do you want to build a car, dude? Come on, let's go work out.
Dude, you don't even understand. I know two people that are just like that. It, honestly, it's so applicable to my everyday life that it makes me sick physically. So Rarity, this is. I'll be completely serious with you. I watched this episode for the first time, and after the scene was done, I was like, okay, that was like 20 seconds, but that is how you write Rarity, because she's like, there's beauty in everything. These drab walls aren't all drab. Dust them off this gold, and look at how beautiful shadows are, darling. Isn't darkness just the raddest dank stuff?
But and I'm just thinking, how the heck are you dealing with shadow puppets with hooves?
What?
She was using her hoof as shadow puppets.
John, part of the human experience is to wonder. Some people ask, why are we here? Why were we created? What happens to us? Where we go? Is there a God out there with some divine purpose for us? But asking those kind of questions, those are the things that get you deleted from the universe, okay? That's
no, I'm just on the side of a Equestrian mental institution. That there's sometimes where he's just like asking the real fucking question.
I'm just saying there's some things that there's some things we're not ready to know the answers to. Maybe some things we should know the answers to, John. And I'm here to tell you, maybe we don't want to know. X-Files theme intensifies.
Yeah.
You know, we're kind of like Mulder and Scully, except I'm not a chick. Hold on, can we stop this review, because I want to watch X-Files now on Netflix. So Rarity tells her story, which is like half Okami and half Inuyasha.
I was thinking Okami.
And she's like, dude, there was this one chick that was like super legit, and she was like hot and like was like good at magic. And then she like went off to school, but one of her homies sold out to
corporate
and became like a tyrannical dictator at a Starbucks. And
one of their homies became Jeff Bezos.
Oh God damn! So Jeff is now running Pony Japan, or Pone Pan, if we're gonna be, dude, Japan. Dude, Japan loves Friendship is Magic. I hope they like that segment. She comes back and she's like, what is this? And she's like, oh yeah, I've been working here for 2 years, but I only get minimum wage. I have to work weekends, and I don't get any form of paid vacation. Are you a manager? No. And she's like, what the hell is this? So she goes to the back of the store, and she's like, what is this? And she's like, well, ever since you left, I had to take over the store, and you know what, corporate doesn't allow any slackers, so I drive them all the bone. But I'm putting away my 401k with my benefits. And she's like, your people have to drive to work with Hondas from 1976 they bought from guys named Ralph at the back end of a Chick-fil-A. What is this? and she's like, what are you talking about? I don't drive chicken. And she's like, what are you talking about? I don't drive a nice car. And she says, you're driving a 2020 freaking Lamborghini. So it's 2017. And then they fight, and then the lady proves that she makes the best iced caramel macchiatos, and the temple lady is like, no, you've beaten me. Now I'll have to go back to my old job of working at the library. And then she's like, I have restored peace and unity back to my Mall of America Starbucks. Yay.
And I'm becoming old in the process.
Yeah, I don't know if she aged. I don't know if she aged physically or you know became old. I think the idea was she gave up her physical beauty, so I don't think it's her age. But
Mm-hmm.
she's basically a nice version of the evil queen from Snow White.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's Rainbow Dashes, and this one it's got ponies fighting dragons. That's legit. And yeah, there's that whole message about bravery and crap. But I completely threw all that away when I'm just like, dude, this is about ponies fighting dragons and stuff. This dude is this dude's way cooler than Rainbow Dash.
I'm thinking and when he had that fire shield, I'm just like, dude, why couldn't I have that in the fire temple? I would have beaten it easier.
Why couldn't have I had that in Fire Emblem where I was having Marth romance Roy? No. How does Fire Emblem work again? So yeah, and then they find their way out, and I love the little
And it's a
subtleties of Rainbow.
shortcut to Winsome Falls too.
Yeah, there's a lot of nice little subtleties with Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo's interactions in this episode that I was really liking. You know how her friends are going on ahead, but she's sticking with him, and she's not like being annoyed. She's holding her close and stuff. When they all go down the river, everyone else goes separate, but Rainbow Dash like takes Scootaloo with her and stuff, and like flies her down and stuff. And it's just little, and she straight up says that she's got a big sister this time, and I'm like, you know what, their relationship isn't really brought up enough, I think, but this was a good episode. It felt like a good part 2 to Sleepless in Ponyville, and it was really good. Yeah, then they get to Gravity Falls, and everything's good in the hood again, and I can finally start writing that Joss Whedon fan fiction with Celestia, because if the triple threat thing came through, that'll probably come true too. So yeah.
No, we'll have Joss Whedon write an episode about Celestia.
Oh God, no! Because then every chick in the show is gonna talk like Black Widow from the Marvel movies. They're all gonna be deadpan.
Rarity acting like Black Widow.
Well, that one kind of makes sense, but it wouldn't make sense if like Rainbow Dash did it.
Why? She has red in her hair too.
She's not as smart as Black Widow. So yeah. So that's the episode. Solid 8.5 for me. It was a very good episode. The imagined spots with the fairy tales were a lot of fun, really cool. I like the interactions of the sisters with their little ones. That's always sweet. And I need to tell you this right now. This is way better than the last time these 6 got together. You know, the go-kart episode.
Oh, God.
Which was a -5 stars, but this was not, which I'm very grateful for. So yeah.
Yeah, I give this an 8. This was a very interesting episode. Good to have legends. Have a little bit more world building from that. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. So
yeah, it was cool.
Tomorrow we got a treat for you. Apparently, the next episode is called "To Change a Changeling,"
and it's starring your Phillies, the OTP itself, Starlight Glimmer, and Trixie. It's Trixie and Starlight. OTP, get the shipping. Dollar bill, y'all. That's my scene, dude.
So yeah, that's it from me, John.
And me, Snakeskin.
And we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out, Dragon.
Seriously, can we please have Rush Hour 4?